double play as high as a 56-year-old man. And that's not good cutting. You know what I mean? You've got to be efficient and as high as you possibly can. So when you stumble in your problem.
Yeah. You want to pepper or you want to go?
I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Okay. Seriously.
You're absolutely right.
Alright, so let's do two-step approaches. There's a two-step hitting here. So both one right after another, show us your two-step approach. Very good. I started a little farther back and start out. Why are we starting inside the court? And now that's a through that you should be on your left leg only. Now that's your right leg. No. Start on your left leg only. No, yes. Yeah. Now. Where should your toes be? How should they plant to jump? On the left side. You're on your right leg again. Okay. So, they should plant like that. How should you land? Yes, because I should turn my head. Yes. So show me that. You've not done that yet at all. You're starting too close. How can you fly the ball when you're that close? You're not going to hit the ball very hard. Open to me. And you rotate back. You gotta rotate. You gotta fly in a little bit. So you need body momentum. You need the shoulder back. So the feet get the shoulder back. Where you plant. If you plant inside this line, you're going to jump straight up and down. It's nothing but arm. Right. So you need to plant behind here and fly. But if you're plant behind here and you start near here, you're not taking a big fast step. So you should be farther back. Okay. So try it again. Okay. See yours. You see your broad jump too much there. It's not a big right step. The biggest step of your approach should be your second last step. This is what we're training. So you want to overdo your second last step. It has to be, you have to really push off your left leg and left foot to get a big step. And then your other foot just comes around to plant, maybe a little bit wider than shoulders, and then jump into it. Okay, try it. Just keep going. Keep going. So what I don't love about this also is that you're going to and then you should be planting like this immediately. You should be twisting into that. Okay. So that's why we want players to get out farther. So this angle of approach can help get that toe planted to me without having to twist into it. Is that okay? So try to, as soon as your foot plants, it should be, right? Better. And you're twisting a little, you're turning into it late. Okay. That's where you're too much broad jump. So how do you limit your broad jump?
Go more up.
Well, how? But shouldn't there be a scientific way to do it?
Farther, like, in my upper body, my feet more in front of my
Feet in front of your body. You could dig into when you plant, your right heel can stop yourself a little bit. That's your braking step. If you can't brake on the last step, you need to brake on the second last step. Needs to be a little bit. That controls your braking or your broad jump. Okay, so more so than the last step. So same in blocking. If you were like if I tried to stop myself on this knee, I would fade. So your crossover step is your brake step to put on the brakes. This is the same thing. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you still can do it to some extent, but that last step doesn't plant. It doesn't really stop the momentum. It's the second last step that really stops the momentum. Does that make sense? That's better. Way better. The grip, yes. Did you rotate? I didn't see any rotational energy helping your pace.
You mean with one?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I did not, because I was just working.
Okay. So I want it all.
Okay.
Link it all together. Now you don't want to twist. I wouldn't twist past. Okay. Okay. Could have turned a little more into a close.
All the JP.
Hey.
Want to join? You want to join? Go get ready. Come out here.
Twist. No. So how do you twist? We got to give you the science of that too. So what muscle groups would help you to turn, rotate?
I guess your hips are really muscle core.
Core. What about your glutes? Squeeze your right glute.
Okay.
Can that help?
Yeah, if I'm on the ground still. But you all want to start the training while I'm on the ground? Or?
In the air, but you can still turn. You could, when you're in the air, you can still, you know, yeah. Yes. Okay, so you get body momentum and rotational energy. So you'll be able to hit it hard. Okay, all right, now warm up your arm on these. These are just two-step hits. You're gonna just toss them into hopefully into the wheelhouse. Just warm up your arm, okay? Sometimes I hit them so bad I can barely play. So tell me about that.
I was early.
You were early and what else?
And I like stopped my car.
You were too far in front of it at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so you over approached. So you always want to approach behind, just behind the ball, so that you get to fly in, so that you get your body momentum to help. So it's not just arm rotation, okay? You want your body momentum into this ball. Too much twist. So you went under the net. Okay, so you gotta, so these are here. So I'm using the muscles in the fronts of my shins here.
Yeah.
Okay? Use that. And then you shape up really here. So here, I'm on my heel. And I'm going to roll to my toes. Okay? To jump. Actually, let's break it down. So this is reverse engineering hitting. Okay? So both of you, let's start with a zero step. You should use it first. So here, let's put your toes how they should plant. My right foot is not in front of my left. My right foot's behind. Both of them are facing the setter, and my right foot's behind. A server in tennis would do this, and it gets your shoulder way, way back. A baseball pitcher would be on the rubber, and they would go, farther back than, their kick is a little bit farther back to get really on your hip and shoulder. Okay, so we would want to jump like this, heels on the ground. You're going to roll to your toes. Okay, so show me that. We'll totally reverse it. Yeah, on the side. Now, I'd like the right foot a little behind. Do you know what I mean? Yes. So that everybody's even more. Just a little bit. Yeah. Now, over the shoulder, that extra bit. Okay. So now, arms back, onto the heels. Now, roll into the toes and jump, turn, swing.
Oh, John, I'm sorry. I just know it.
Jump, turn, swing. Now, you didn't really jump forward, you jumped straight up and down. So you didn't have any body momentum in that. You had rotational energy, you had body momentum. Body momentum as well. And almost on the center. Yeah. Well, you are. I would say you should have that. Yes. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that was just a shooter. That's better. Toes off the ground, like that, arms back. Jump, turn, swing. Get any forward momentum into your, there was no body fly. So it was all arm. You're gonna jump, you gotta land in front of this line. to hit the back of the ball and then finish over. Don't hit the top of the ball. Don't swing down onto the ball. Okay? Gotta, if you swing up, so here, this is 12 o'clock. If this is this 1 o'clock? This is, okay, so if I hit it at 1, I better be belly button to the top of the net. Okay? You can't do, so I'm gonna swing from back here at 9 up to 12, but my hand is going to bring it down. I'm not getting it here, okay? So you want to get it almost to 12 with fly through.
Like 12:30 or 12?
Well, maybe a hair in front, but what? Yeah, well, but only the highest players get to hit that far in front of their shoulder. Okay? Sorry to break it to you, but not 6'5", touching 12 feet. Okay? Okay, so swing up to that area. Okay?
I think I'm not. I don't feel
That
like
still
I'm
was good. So if you landed and you had to recoil back, I would say you jumped too far under the board.
Okay.
You might have broad jumped too far there. Maybe I tossed it back not perfectly.
Well, and I didn't think I brought them at all. That's why I thought I fell back. I catch myself.
And I tossed it low.
Like I was still trying to get on my heels for the top. So,
That's one thing. Go back to the okay, so I could do the one, but that's weird. But like one, because this is supposed to be your biggest step. So one is kind of like this. Your arm should already be back. That's right. And then you come around. That's a little off.
I can do these two sets of just like we've done real versions of the movie.
These are flamingos, yeah. You're starting like a stork or
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So let's see your flamingo or your in coach speak, we say flamingos to kids because they understand what a stork or a flamingo might look like. It's really you're closing off your steps to plant to the ball. So it's called your step close. So this is the step close of your hitting approach, okay? So let's see your step close. Not bad. I think your right toe could have been a little bit more facing me at the heel strike.
Okay.
But now, the force. I think I talked about. Didn't I talk about force plates with you guys early? So force plates. So at Florida State we had big scales. We didn't jump off the scales. Okay, so we wanted the best jumpers with the highest score, the most force. But you want to do it for the shortest amount of time. So you dwelled a little bit. You were on this. You were like, and then you went. Try to be shorter. That heel toe roll. Try to do it for a shorter time, or you could experiment with. You could, if you want to. We'll use you as a guinea pig.
yeah.
I want to know if some players, not most, but some players. There's a woman called Natalia from Brazil. She's an outside hitter beast on the left side. Rita Crockett, who I coached with at Florida State, she did the same thing. They didn't put their heel down. They were balls of foot planters. So you get more flexion on the. You're not rolling. You can't control your broad jump as much, but you might get a little higher if you ball of the foot.
I think that's what I think. You mean on the right foot?
On the right foot.
That's what I've been doing. I haven't really.
You didn't do a heel toe.
No.
Okay. So let me see your right foot. Let's see.
Perfect. That's a little.
That's still heel toe.
Okay. Then I would do the other one.
So try the other thing. Try the Rita or the Natalia.
Okay.
So here, let's see if I can get. Let's see if I can bring it up.
So it's almost like a reverse.
It's not a reverse. It's not a reverse. It's just ball of the foot. So it's really interesting. So I like it. I like this stuff, and I think that you do too. Like this is. Sorry, my girl. Well, we know the golf locker room. We were putting something in there Sunday, like the practices, which sounded awful. I was like, no, they get a nice little kid here too. So I was like, you don't know, that's all. All right, approaches with just a toe plant, the ball of the foot versus the heel. Okay, do ball. Okay, ball.
I understand why.
So that was out of control.
Yeah.
Try ball again. Try one more ball. See much broad jump. Try a heel tap. Quick heel tap. Heel tap.
I can't.
I mean, what do you, hey Chris, the step close, the flamingo part of the approach. We were talking about heel toe, quick heel toe versus just ball. Heel toe gives you more control. I would almost be unwaveringly certain. Do you ever teach ball to foot plant only? I agree. We were just experimenting. I wanted to see if they would jump any higher. Do you feel like you jumped a little higher or no?
No, I thought I could.
Yeah, you did.
I was trying to work back.
Yeah, welcome to the. How much longer did you play after? What time do they start the leagues on your court?
6:15. So usually it starts about 6 to 6:05.
Okay. Do they have doubles on that court, or do they have sixes?
Men's ball.
It's what, men's?
Men's ball.
Oh, quads. Okay.
I apologize to everyone because of how loud everybody is. I don't say that. It's so like we were so good before the game over.
But I wanted them to see how they kept going, like maybe at best 2/3 back. I was like, you guys, you can't do this in the sand. Like, because they would set this. I'm like, you're not allowed setting the serve. You're not allowed setting the serve. I kept saying it over, and I'm like, move back, move back. And then I was like, I've said this for weeks, and sometimes they listen. And I'm like, all right, let's go over and watch Christina's court. And I'm like, how far back are they? I was like, they're even more than 80% back. I'm like, I know. Put your hand down under the ball so you're pointing down so your hand's getting under the equator. You gotta sweep up and through. So look, I can go from 9 o'clock up to 12 and hit maybe just after 12. But you need to hit it, you need to be as vertical as possible. Okay? Don't be on the downward swing.
Okay.
Maybe if you are on a women's net, maybe. Against women, maybe. Up and through. Up and through. Up. So where did that hit on your? let's do you go, I throw. So you're going to do your full approach dynamically. Is this still on? That's good. I mean, you can go back and look.
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay, and you can see this area.
Yeah, I cut it off at like the net.
Can you get your feet?
Yeah,
It's your feet.
It should. I can see the line for most of it. I can see your feet, yeah. Here, I'll move it a little more.
Can you see my feet now?
Yeah. I'll put it out to the pad there. I can see, like, right. I can see the 3-point line. I can see,
My feet now?
yeah. I can see, like, to the pad on the floor.
Okay. All right, you go, I throw. You're doing a dynamic approach. You might want to put it. Let's put it that. Let's see the whole approach.
Okay. Will you want me to just make it wider instead of?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna flip a ball right up with your approach, and you can just hammer. Okay. Right. So we're trying to blast this ball high and hard with some topspin. Okay. Ready? Go.
Go, Tom. So that meant I pulled.
Go. Can't go under the net like that. Okay. Go. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna toss this down. Go. Okay. Sorry. Go. Top side of top. Go. Okay, so that the launch angle was maybe horizontal, but we only wanted to get a couple degrees below horizontal. That was better than you think. So
I felt
would
like I
say-
did.
Okay, so I got to touch it here. Okay. Go.
I thought I never what happened there. It felt into the wicket.
You're going 3-step versus 4. You went 4 before, I know, right? Have you switched to a 3 here? No, you've been going 3 the whole time. You were going 4 at dot and then 3 now. Which is fine.
I feel like I was. Maybe I get like a little tempo step, and then I do my three.
Right.
So like,
But you're a 4. Yeah. No, that was
go
it.
backwards.
You want to take a small first step. Small, then left, right, left. Yeah.
I got too used to the
What's the
flamingo.
biggest step?
Second to last.
The second to last, or all the time. So you, unless you happen to get a dog of a set here, and then you just almost have to go in place, like, you know. But your second last step, your second step in a 4, your first step in a 3, just before it was here. I thought that was your phone, not your Yeti. Go. I think you were too close to the net. You didn't have to fly. Go.
I feel like I hit that on the way down.
Oh, it's hot. Sorry.
It's okay. Nobody's perfect, right?
Yeah. Yeah, behind. Is he overrunning? Yeah. Yeah, a little too much broadcast, so it's getting back. My toss is probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I want you to watch. Go. Okay. Yeah. But
Don't overthink it. You're going on a toss to you. Like, just think of your technique. These are great. Like, you want it to be perfect, and when it doesn't match up, like whatever, but it's not gonna be perfect. These kind of videos, it's from the low. It's just there. So don't overthink it. Work on your technique.
all right, now let's do the last few. Like, I throw, you go. Okay, so now I'm just gonna toss. All right. Oh, it's way off.